The year is 2020, and school has just been canceled for 2 weeks because of COVID-19. At home, I'm on my computer doing schoolwork and watching YouTube videos, and that's all I do for a couple months. So after these couple months, I'm watching myself, my moto madness, watching motorcycle crashes. And I'm not a sadist or masochist, whichever one it is. I just liked watching motorcycles crash. It was interesting to me. On my recommended feed, suggested videos, I see a video titled MGTOW Moments. That was my introduction to the Red Pill community. So as someone who's bored out of their mind does, I click on the video, I watch the video, and I learn about double standards, and I see women saying all these things about men, and then men clapping back and saying this, that, and the third, and all of this stuff. And I was like, this is very interesting. I didn't know about this. And it's like it was the counter to feminism. Now, before this, I wasn't political. I wasn't I didn't have any sort of like ideological beliefs. I wasn't one of these feminists or liberal, Democrat, whatever those, conservative, none of those. I didn't have that. But looking at this red pill, it's criticizing all these points about feminism. And at that point, that's all I know about feminism. So I decide that I wanted to be part of the red pill community. Now, as I'm looking deeper and deeper into what red pill is about, I'm seeing that it wants to eliminate double standards, and they want to make the world equal, make men and women equal, just like feminism wants to. And on top of that, they're giving out advice that could really improve your life, which was one of the big things for me because I was in a position where I wanted my life to be better. At this time, I had no social life, no future prospects, nothing going on, and I wanted to build something for myself. My entire life was dictated by school. There was nothing else in my life other than school. So I wanted to improve my life and give myself the opportunity to build something better. So I decided that I'm really going to go into this red pill thing. So now I'm deep in the red pill community. I'm watching videos upon videos about double standards and all these things that are wrong with women. And they're giving me advice on how to improve my life.
21, yeah, get it again. Come on, let's see it. Good, 22. Carry the votes in the balls. That's you, buddy.
And all I'm seeing is the positives, and they're only saying the negatives about the feminists, who I guess the opposition of red pill, I guess. So I can say for sure, well, not for sure, I can say that during this time, the red pill didn't seem to be some sort of woman-hating movement. There didn't seem to be anything about hating women. It seemed to generally be something that was trying to improve society, and that's great, I guess. Oh, not I guess, but that's a great thing. I think that's a good thing. And everything was mostly great. It was, I would say, fixable. The problems with red pill were fixable until the rise of Andrew Tate and Fresh and Fit. Now, if you don't know who those guys are, they, even now, still, those guys, they're still considered the face of red pill during 2021, 2022, 2023. When you said red pill, you would think of Andrew Tate or Fresh and Fit. Now, even at the time for Andrew Tate, it seemed like he was just saying clips to rage bait and get views, like the same sexist things about women that don't want to say because I don't want my channel to be nuked. I feel like he was saying those just to rage bait people to come and see or to at least know his name and to blow up into space. For Fresh and Fit, I do think they genuinely held those beliefs. But regardless, I mean, they were extremely prejudiced towards women, extremely sexist, and all this other stuff. So as this is happening, I'm beginning to reconsider my alliance with the red pill community. At the same time, there's the promotion of Republican or conservative ideologies. Now, me personally, I don't get involved with politics. I'm not Republican, political, whatever the other thing is. I don't do politics. I hate politics. I think politics is a terrible thing. Maybe I can talk about that in another video. But regardless, there's also the inclusion of Republican or conservative ideologies. So now at this point, I'm 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door for red pill. The reason I wanted to leave was because of the aforementioned things I've mentioned previously. But the reason I was staying involved in the community was because of that self-improvement aspect. of being better and getting better, because I was genuinely learning very beneficial things in my self-improvement journey. And if you think about like college frats, like recently there was the body cam release from the Iowa frat hazing. There are people in comment sections of videos talking about it, or the body cam video. There are people saying, why would anyone pay for friends? How could anyone go through? Not only do you have to pay for friends, you have to humiliate yourself just so that you can call people your brothers. And it makes no sense to people who are like really thinking about it, who are thinking about it in a logical sense as someone on the outside looking in. But when you're like, you have a desperation, you think there's like an easy way out without having to struggle so much. People will do a lot of things to get away from struggle. And if I have to pay for friends and embarrass myself or potentially support harmful ideologies, people will do that. Now, thankfully for me, around this time, I'm finally understanding two things. Number one is that I can have a belief, I can hold multiple beliefs without having to be part of some sort of collective group or organization to do good in the world. And number two is that all of these ideologies, red pill, feminism, liberal, conservative, whatever other else there is, all hook you in with their goodness and show you all the good that they're doing and all the bad that everyone else is doing. And then once they've got you in their group, they try to get you from supporting the group because you hold the beliefs to holding their beliefs because you want to be part of the group. The final nail in the coffin from my red pill arc was the growth of the self-improvement community. Now, I had learned a lot of things about self-improvement through red pill, and maybe I can share that in another, hopefully I'll share that in another video. But once the self-improvement community began to blow up to the point where I finally caught wind of it, I left the red pill community and move towards the self-improvement community. Now, currently, I'm not, I don't consider myself part of any community or group or whatever. I don't, I don't do that anymore. I'm perfectly fine being by myself. But I think it was a good thing that I left the red pill community because I don't know, was this like 2023, 2024? There was this explosion in just crazy, I hear ridiculous beliefs, extremely racist, extremely just extreme, super extreme extremism. I think I might use that word wrong, but I'll check the definition. In my opinion, I would say the most captivating thing to me initially when I joined the red pill community was real solutions. I didn't want somebody to tell me, if I come to you with the problem, with a life problem, a ginormous life problem that I'm having as a young adult teenager, like how can I build relationships with people my age? And somebody's just like, oh, well, you just gotta go vibe or something this or something that. And then Andrew Tate comes along and tells me, you gotta grow some balls, get some hair on your chest, go talk to people, go learn how to communicate with people, go learn communication skills. I'm gonna go for what Andrew Tate's telling me, and now I'm going to build a trust in Andrew Tate and try to build a relationship with Andrew Tate, even though he's not exactly an exemplary individual. And now that he's got me in the palm of his hand and I trust him, and when he comes and posts a video and says, these, you gotta go start doing some crazy thing like go harass women in their comment section. Uh, there's some woman that's feeling bad because, I don't know, she got scammed or something. Women are stupid. I'm gonna go do the same thing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing as a young adult. I'm learning how to navigate myself in the real world. And so when somebody that I trust comes and tells me some information, I'm going to have an inclination to follow them. Now, by no means am I trying to excuse my past or whatever, or to excuse that I start believing in some of these ideologies. I'm just making this more of like as an understanding so that you can understand what some red pill members, people that are affiliated with the red pill community, what they're thinking, and maybe so that we can all help them break out of this red pill ideology. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to what I had to say. I appreciate it. I really do. Hopefully I'll have some more videos out soon. See you later.